This season was an emotional roller coaster. It had my emotions going up, going down, going a loop, and going a twist. Like, what the fuck? Hello, movie lovers. I'm Trenton, and I love movies and TV shows just like you. In today's video, we'll be talking about Sex Education Season 3. Now, I have a lot of shit to say about this season, and I need to vent. So the structure of this video might be a little off because I'm still trying to figure out the best way to cover TV shows on my channel. First, I'm going to go through every character and state how I felt about them throughout the entirety of the show. Then later on in the video, I'll be going through each episode and pointing out my favorite scenes or the most memorable scenes of each episode, because this season had my emotions just all over the place. Then towards the end of the video, I'll be stating my overall feeling for every season and will be ranking them. Almost 92% of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel, so if you do enjoy this video, please consider subscribing to my channel and turning on that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. Alright, so without further ado, let's talk about Sex Education Season 3.
Oh no. No, silly fucking cunt.
Now there is a lot of characters in this show, so it's going to be really hard to cover everything that I want to talk about, which I hate. It's kind of stressful and overwhelming, but I'm going to be talking about as much as I can remember. So we're going to be going through every character right now. We're going to go through the characters that are kind of minor characters and then lead up into the major characters of this season. So we have Maureen Groff, which is Adam's mother. She is kind of just there. I mean, she was in this season for a while, like basically helping Dr. Jean. I don't know why. Oh, I might as well just call her Otis's mom. Helping Otis's mom because she was pregnant. So I liked her character. She's sweet, and I just really liked her character. Then we have Steve Morley, which is Amy's boyfriend. I liked him. I mean, he's sweet. Like, again, he's really just there sometimes. He isn't really a main character. And again, some of these characters I don't have a lot to say about because, again, they're not really there for a long time. They're only like minor characters. But then we have Erin Wiley, which is Maeve's mom. She definitely had some emotional scenes that kind of did get me. Like in episode, oh my God, which episode was it? I forgot which episode it was. I think it was episode 7, actually, where Maeve had to take her sister away from her mom, and like the mom had to like run and like escape from the police because they were trying to like find her. Whenever Maeve took the sister and she was like crying on the dock, I was like, that was like kind of sad. I was like, oh, I feel bad for her. Like, even though, yeah, she did take the daughter without their permission, it was still an emotional scene that kind of had me in my feels. But then we have Colin and Emily, which were the teacher characters. Again, they were just there. Their whole dynamic was kind of cute. It was very awkward at times, but I enjoyed their characters. I kind of wanted to know a little bit more about them, but yeah, I enjoyed the characters. And then we have Anwar and Olivia. Again, they're just there, kind of just like their whole clique with Ruby. They're just really there. We don't know too much about them. We know like minor details, but overall they were okay. Like, obviously, like, they're bitchy characters, and that's how they're supposed to be. So I don't know. I didn't hate them, but it's not like I love them or anything. But then we have Raheem. Again, he's like a minor character of this season. He's not really in it for that long. Like, there's some storylines, some scenes with him that were like weird, but I don't have a lot to say about him this season. He really wasn't in it like that much. And then we have Jakob. Again, he was in this season, but there's not a lot to work with him because he's so, I don't want to say flat, but he's just like it's like he's not really very complex of a character. Like, he has some scenes, he has kind of like somewhat of a tragic backstory, and throughout the season I was just like, okay. I'm definitely feeling a little bad for him. But yeah, I didn't love him and I didn't necessarily hate him. Then we have Mr. Groff, or Adam's dad. He definitely had some character development. He, at the beginning of the show, like in season one, he was definitely like this shitty person, like the principal that like everybody hates. And I was not liking him. But in this season, I was starting to kind of create a soft spot for him. Like he was trying, and that's what was kind of refreshing, because I'm like, okay, he's trying. Like he was a shitty person before, but his character is developing, and he's trying to create a bond with his ex-wife, basically. And it's just, I don't know, I really liked his character this season. I really did. Then we have the principal, the new one. Oh my god, her character had me all over the place. Like at the beginning, whenever she was like introducing herself, I'm like, okay, she's a cool principal. But then as the season progressed, she was really shitty and she was being annoying and pissing me off. But then there was like scenes sprinkled throughout where I felt bad for her, like the fact that she couldn't really give birth and like all this other stuff. I was just like, this is sad. Like she's a shitty person, but I'm still feeling bad for her. Like, I feel bad for her. Like, I had a soft spot, but yeah, she was on and off, like, throughout the whole season. I liked her, then I didn't like her, then I liked her, then I didn't like her. So, it's really hard to say how I feel about her. Then Ola, again, this season, she definitely was in this season, but she wasn't as important of a character as all the other characters. I feel like she could have had a little bit more backstory, not backstory, but a little bit more development. Like she wasn't in it for that much. Like majority of the scenes that she had were either with Otis or with Lily. And I don't know, I feel like this season she definitely wasn't like a main character. Like we didn't really get to know any like newer information about her. Then we have Lily. Protect Lily at all costs. Literally protects her. I love her character. I just love how weird she is and how like she's just so like the whole alien stuff. And it's just, oh my god, the scene whenever the principal had her like wear the sign and stuff. That was really sad. I wasn't liking that. I was like, this principal needs to be fired because this is like emotional abuse. But yeah, and then in like the next episode or something, she was like packing up all her alien stuff and she was gonna throw it out. And I'm like, no, don't throw it out, please. Like that's like, oh my god, that's what made her character like her whole like fascination with aliens and like alien sex and stuff. Like it's just so interesting. But I did like towards the end of the season, whenever she decided she still wants to do it. I really like that. She still wants to wear the alien costumes and like worship aliens, and I really liked it. Like she was really sweet, and I was definitely feeling bad for her this entire season. Like we love Lily, protect her at all costs. Then we have Jackson. Now, at the beginning of the show, I was not a huge fan of Jackson's character. I just did not care. But in this season, I definitely was creating a soft spot for him. I feel like he definitely had development and he definitely became more likable in this season. Especially his whole dynamic with Cal. It was just so cute, and I was just like, wow, I like this. I'm starting to like Jackson. So yeah, throughout this season, I actually was liking Jackson's character. Then we had Dr. Jean Milburn, aka Otis's mom. We love her. We love her. She's a sex therapist. She's pregnant. And there was a lot of shit that was going on with that. But yeah, it's not really a lot I can say about her character. I just love her character. I love her personality. I love how sweet she is, how caring, how understanding she is. And she is an amazing character. We love her. Protect her. Then we have Amy. Again, protect her. Protect Amy. Protect Amy. Amy is precious. She's sweet. She's vulnerable. And oh my God, whenever she had the argument with May whenever on that field trip, I almost cried. I was like, oh my God, she's crying. I feel bad for her. I feel bad for her. And like one of the therapy sessions throughout this season that she attended with Dr. Jean Milburn, oh my God, like it was a line that she said that like literally broke my heart, and like I got teary-eyed. I was like, wow. Wow. I'm gonna talk about it later on in the video, but gosh, protect Amy. Like really protect Amy. Like really. She's precious. Now, Adam. Adam he probably had the most character development out of every single character. Like in the beginning of the season, he's a bully and he kept bullying Eric, and it's like you kind of like knew he was fucking gay. Like you can tell. Like he had such an obsession with Eric. But I love Adam. Adam is probably one of my favorite characters. He had so much character development. Like he's trying, and that's what was really getting to me. I was like, oh my God, he's trying. Like he cares. And like throughout the first two seasons, he was definitely progressively getting there. But this season, I was really feeling for Adam, and I was just, oh, I'll talk about it later on in the video, but some things pissed me off that happened to him. I was pissed the fuck off. But yeah, we love Adam over here. Now we have Eric. I honestly, this season, towards the end of this season, I was not liking him. Like I was not liking him. He pissed me off. He made a decision in the show that really pissed me the fuck off. And oh my God, I don't like him anymore. Like I'm just like at the beginning of the show, like season 1, season 2, and probably the beginning of this season, I was like, yes, we love Eric. But then towards the end, I was like, no, fuck Eric. Fuck Eric. We don't like Eric anymore. Yeah, he was pissing me off. Now we have Ruby. We love Ruby. We love her. We need Ruby to be happy. We need Ruby to find her a man that really loves her. And gosh, like even throughout the entirety of the show, like yes, she's the bitchy character, but I still liked her character. And she was like opening up in this season, and I was really liking it. I was like, oh my God, Ruby. But then like Otis broke her heart, and I'm like, oh my God, like I don't know how I feel about this. Like I don't know how I feel about this. I'm gonna talk about it a little more in depth in like a minute or two, but oh my God. Then we had, I don't even know the freaking guy that was like in the wheelchair, but I don't like him. I really don't like, he really fucked up Otis and Maeve's relationship. Like really. The fact that he deleted the voicemail, that really fucked up their relationship. And it really, really, really pissed me off. So I didn't really sympathize with his character. I didn't like him. Like towards the end of the season, I was like, okay, you are somewhat precious, I guess. But like, yeah, I still don't like you. Fuck you. And then we have Maeve. Like, we love Maeve. Like, what is there not to like about Maeve? Like, we love Maeve. Like, what is there not to like? Like, she's tackling so much shit, like taking care of her daughter, worrying about her mom, school, all this other stuff, financial situations. Like, we love Maeve. We love Maeve. Oh, actually, I forgot to talk about Vivian. She was pissing me off. She was being fake. She was just trying to be the freaking principal's pet, and I didn't like that. That was annoying. She was just completely pissing me off. Like, she definitely had some funny scenes throughout the season, but oh my God, I was getting really pissed off at her. And then we have a new addition to the cast, Cal. We love them. We love them. We love them. Everything about them, we love them. Love. Can't even think of a negative thing. They're just so real and so authentic and just so amazing. Like, we love them. We loved it. Okay, then we have Otis. Otis. He definitely had a lot of character development too. At the beginning of the season, he was definitely more, not the beginning of the season, the beginning of the show, the first season. He was definitely insecure and wasn't able to do anything sexual. But then this season, he was going there and he was progressively getting there. And I don't know. I don't know how I feel about his character. He definitely did some things that kind of pissed me off, but there was nothing super bad about his character that I didn't like. So overall, I did like his character. But the whole Ruby, Maeve, and Otis love triangle thing, it really got to me. Like, I need Otis and Maeve to be together, but I want Ruby to be happy as well. And the whole scene with Ruby, the whole scene whenever Ruby let Otis go to her house and didn't let anybody else, that I already knew how that was gonna play out. I knew freaking Ruby was gonna get attached and fall in love with him because, I mean, she just showed freaking Otis her house and not even her friend have seen her house. So I knew she was probably going to like confess that she loves him or something. And the whole scene where she did it and then Otis was like, oh, that's cool. That was heart shattering. Like, that was just like, damn. Like, yeah, Ruby is a bitchy character, but like we still love Ruby over here and we need Ruby to be happy. And there better be a season 4 or I'm gonna cry because I mean, it's a show, and like obviously not all your favorite characters are gonna have happy endings, but there's so many different open endings in this season. Like, there needs to be a season 4. Like, there needs to be a season 4. Like, I need it. But yeah, that's all the characters in this season. Damn, this video is like already almost 20 minutes. This is going to be a long ass video. But yeah, that's all the characters. That's how I feel about all of them. And now let's go on to each episode and basically state what my favorite scene or the memorable moments throughout the season are. So let's start off with episode 1. The opening scene was amazing. We love the opening scene of episode 1. It just sets the tone already. Everybody's just having sex. And it's just, I don't know. I really liked it. It's a good way to start off the show. Like, because like obviously we went like a year without freaking without season 3. And then the first episode, just right off the bat, getting straight to it. Everybody's having sex. We love it. We love it. And another moment in this episode that I liked or found, another scene that I liked in this episode was Maeve and Otis' sex speech at the end of the episode. It was just really funny, and it was just like, wow. They definitely must have feelings for each other still, because this is like, they're just like perfect together, like perfect like business partners and just perfect, and it's just like amazing. Now in episode 2, the opening scene, I loved it. Adam and Eric's like conflict, like whenever they were trying to have sex and they both wanted to bottom, that was so funny. I was like, wait, what is like it took me like a split second to understand what was going on. And I was like, oh, okay, this is probably not gonna work out. But yeah, I actually really like the opening scene. Then we have the choir scene in episode 2. This scene audibly made me laugh out loud. Like, oh my God. Whenever the principal was going around the school, checking around how it was, and then she walked into the choir room and they were singing that song. It was so cringy, but it was so funny. Like, how are you allowed to sing that at that school? That's crazy. But, okay, again, I don't even know this character's name, but the guy in the wheelchair, whenever he told Maeve the truth about the whole deleting the voicemail situation, I liked it. I liked it because I liked that he told, well, actually, it was actually, in the context of the show, it's been months, but like, I like that they did it right off the bat. Like, they didn't wait too long for the guy in the wheelchair to tell the truth about the voicemail situation. I liked that he told the truth. Like, I like that. And then the end of the episode when Adam and Eric's conflict got resolved. Whenever they made whenever Adam confessed to Eric that he wanted to bottom, and then Eric was like, okay. Like, okay. Like, I really like that. I like that Adam was starting to open up, and I loved it. Then episode 3, Amy and Dr. Jean's therapy session. It was so sad. Whenever Amy said, I almost cried. I teared up. It was just like, oh my God, we feel so bad for Amy. Well, I do. And it's just like, that is such a relatable thing to say. Like, oh my God, I was about to cry. I felt so bad for her. But another scene in that episode is probably Cal and Jackson's smoke sesh when they were on like the mountain. I liked it. That's when I was starting to like Jackson a little more, and that's when I started liking Cal. And I don't know, their whole dynamic was really cute. The whole smoke sesh, the whole conversation that we're having was amazing, and I loved it. Then another scene in episode 3 that I loved was Otis going to Ruby's house. I loved how Ruby was opening up and actually letting Otis, of all people, go to her house and like bond with her like dad, and like, oh my God, it was so sweet. It was so sweet. And I just, gosh, I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Even though I knew how it was probably going to play out in the end, I just still loved it. Now, episode 4, the farting yoga scene. Whenever Jean, I'm going to just call her Jean and Maureen were at the yoga because Jean was pregnant, and like they were like doing yoga and they were farting in there. That was so funny. Like, I audibly laughed out loud. Like, that scene was so funny. I love it. But then another scene was Maureen and Mr. Gross grocery store encounter. That scene was funny as hell too. Whenever Maureen was at the grocery store, and then she saw Mr. Groff, and then she backed up into the cart, and then Mr. Groff dropped the freaking tortillas. That was so awkward, but so funny. And their whole interaction was sweet. I liked it. It was really sweet. Then another scene that I didn't necessarily like, but it was definitely memorable, was Otis and Ruby. The whole incident over the phone whenever Ruby told Otis that she loves him. That was heartbreaking, but it was understandable why Otis reacted that way, because he is obviously still in love with Maeve. And it's just like, God damn it. Like, we need Ruby to be happy in season 4. There better be a season 4. We need Ruby to be happy. Now, episode 5. I'm pretty sure this was the opening scene, but whenever Vivian was on the phone basically texting Eugene, and they were like talking sexual on the toilet, and he was talking about like how they were in a field of wheat, and he was just being so weird, like and then he called freaking her vagina a freaking lady flower, and she's like, what the fuck? And then the old lady was like, you need to break up with him. That was so funny. I'm sorry. That was literally so funny. And another memorable scene in this episode was the bus poop incident. Oh my God. That was so nasty, but it was so funny. Like, whenever that family was driving next to the bus, and then Raheem, like, the toilet got clogged, and he had nothing else to do but throw it out of the window, and then it hit the car, and then the little girl was screaming. The whole scene is just so freaking funny. Like, I love it. But, oh my God, a memorable scene was the scene wherever Amy and Maeve had their argument, like, about her being, like, just too caring about other people's feelings and all this other stuff, and how Maeve, how she paid for, I forgot exactly what she paid for, what Amy paid for Maeve. But I was just like, oh my God, this is like breaking my heart. Like, please stop arguing. Like, I'm gonna cry. But like, really, that whole scene was like really sad to me. Like, wow. Then another scene that I loved was whenever Maeve and Otis finally kiss, finally, whenever the bus accidentally leaves them at the field trip place. And they kissed, and he told her about the voicemail. Gosh, that was such a sweet scene. I loved it. But then again, we need Ruby to be happy. And then Ruby, oh my God, Ruby saw. And that was just really sad. Now, in episode 6, it was an overall pretty sad episode. There wasn't necessarily any scenes that I enjoyed. But the scene where Eric cheated on fucking Adam, that really had me pissed off. Like, you seriously cheated on Adam after everything that he has, after all of this progression, all of this opening up to you, and all of this, him being vulnerable with you, and it's just like, you just fucking cheated on him with someone you barely even know in Nigeria. That pissed me off, and that really had me infuriated. Like, I was gonna stop watching the show for a little bit. But no, I pushed through it. I was really pissed. But yeah, Eric, fuck him. We love him, but also fuck him. Because you don't do Adam like that. I'm sorry, you don't. Now, the opening scene of episode 7, the whole Lily's vision, the whole animation scene with the aliens having sex, basically, Ola and Lily. That scene was amazing. Like, I love whenever, like, live action shows, like, with real people have scenes of animation. It's just so unique, and it's so, like, fun. Like, I don't know. I really love that scene. And then we have Ruby's encounter with the principal whenever they were playing, like, the video at the whole I don't know what it was. It was kind of like a meeting or like a ceremony or whatever. They were playing that sex video, and then Ruby was like hassling with the freaking principal, and I'm like, oh my God, Ruby, you're about to get expelled. I thought she was gonna like punch her or something, but no, she was like trying to get the whole plug from her and like pushing her and shit. That was so funny. That was really so funny. And again, we love Ruby. Protect her. We need her to be happy. But the whole scene with Lily packing up her alien stuff in this episode, that was sad. And it was like kind of like it was like going on while the whole ceremony thing with the sex video was going on. And it was just like, oh my God, like, this is such a weird contrast. Like, there's like this happy scene that's kind of empowering, and then we have her packing up her alien stuff and giving up on her passion and her dreams and stuff. And I really hated that. That really, like, broke my heart. Like, I was fucking pissed. But then this is the episode where freaking Maeve takes her sister from her mom because she needs to. Like, the mom couldn't run away with freaking her daughter, well, her youngest daughter, because the cops were looking for her because, again, she kidnapped her. But yeah, that whole scene where she was crying on the dock was just, God, oh my God, that was such an emotional scene. I almost cried. Oh my God. Oh my God. This scene where freaking, my God, where Jean gave birth and we thought she fucking died. That had me, oh my God. I was like, did Miss Milburn just fucking die? Like, I was gonna, like, for real, stop watching this show. Like, what the hell? But no, it turns out she lived. Like, God damn it. That scene really scared me. Like, I was like, what did this show just turn into? Like, how do we go from sex and poop flying out of a window to somebody fucking dying? Like, oh my God. Like, I wish I recorded my reaction to that scene, but I didn't know it was gonna happen. So it was like, God damn it. Like, I was like, and I like froze. It was honestly funny to see my reaction, but yeah, that scene was not funny. That was sad. But then at the end of the episode, when Maeve and Otis kissed again, we love Maeve and Otis. We love freaking Otis and Ruby. They might as well just have a freaking 3-way relationship. That would be cute. But yeah, when Maeve and Otis kiss at the end of the episode, I enjoyed it and it was very sweet. But in the finale, episode 8, the scene where Otis breaks down at the hospital worried that his mom was gonna die and Eric was like comforting him, that scene was very heartfelt and had me emotional. Like, oh my god, that whole scene was wherever he was trying to like get the Kit Kat out of the vending machine and he was getting overwhelmed and Eric thought he was like just kidding or he thought it was funny, but then freaking Otis started crying. I was like, oh my god. This is so sad. This is so sad. This is really sad. But yeah, that whole scene was very heartfelt and I was like, oh my god, I hate Eric. But Eric is a good friend. Not a good boyfriend, but a good friend. And it's whatever. It's whatever. I don't even want to fucking talk about it. Then, oh my god, the scene where Eric broke up with Adam really broke my heart. Whenever they were on the fucking bridge and oh my fucking god. Like, I'm literally getting so pissed off. Like, whenever they broke up, when Eric broke up with Adam, oh my god, all the progression on his character, all the character development. It was just, oh my god, Eric, fuck Eric. End of discussion. Fuck him. But the whole thing with Adam and the dog contest and stuff was sweet. I liked it. It was really, 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 really sweet. Really sweet. I liked it. Oh my god, like, we need Adam to be happy. We need Adam to be happy. And then the whole end of the finale where Maeve accepts the money from her mom and like is going to America. And oh my god, it was so heart-shattering because it was so sweet but heart-shattering because like whenever Otis was like, oh, I guess this is goodbye, and they were like both tearing up and stuff, and then no, Maeve was like, oh no, it's not goodbye, it's to see you soon. I'm like, oh, this is so sad. Gosh, this freaking season was so emotional. Like, oh my god, it had me all over the place. Like, I was about to cry in like every fucking episode. But yeah, overall, season 3 was amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Honestly, every season was amazing. Like, this show is nearly perfect. Like, it's definitely in my top 3 favorite shows of all time. But out of all the seasons, if I were to rank all 3 seasons, I would say that number 3 would be season 2, only because I don't remember it super vividly. I honestly don't remember the first and second season super vividly. But yeah, number 3 would definitely have to be season 2. Then between season 1 and 3 is like literally so tied for me. Like, gosh, I'm just like, oh my god, it's so hard. But I would have to say, yeah, they're honestly tied for me. But as of right now, I would have to say season 1 is number 2 and season 3 is number 1. I love season 3. This was probably one of the most emotional seasons because there's so many different fucking characters and just so much character development and just so much heartbreak and so much, god, everything. And it was an amazing season and I fucking loved it. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Sex Education Season 3. An amazing fucking season, an amazing show. Again, if you did enjoy this video, please consider subscribing to my channel for more videos from me and make sure to hit that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. Alright, movie and TV show lovers, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.